welcome to Leave It Tips. My name is Amoy Pearl, and today we'll be discussing something interesting. Of course, we'll discuss a lot of interesting topics, but today it's about marriage. Top things you should consider before saying I do, before getting into marriage. Before I go properly into the topic, do not forget to hit the notification bell so you get notifications when we have interesting topics for you. And also don't forget to leave your comments, suggestions, whatever you. Pearl is always here to answer you. Now, straight to the topic of today, like I said, is top things to consider in marriage. Marriage is like a business contract. It's a deal. It's not something that it should be done out of fear or out of oppression. When I say fair, it's vast. When I say fair, because when I say fast is because a lot of people do it. Okay, I'm old enough, my friends are getting married, societal pressure and also for that. But marriage is something that should be done willingly, and before you say I do, before you get hitched to that person, before you get attached to the person you love so much and you feel you want to spend the rest of your life with, please consider these things. Please put these things into consideration. You should know what you're getting into. You know, people actually prepare for the wedding and not the marriage. And marriage is actually the day after, immediately a day after the wedding day. Now, to the first thing you should consider is value. Yes, I know what I mean when I say value, because the values you share as a life, it doesn't have to be like, oh, we're pursuing the similar goals, but it should be something that is near, should be there near. Like, okay, I want to be a professional, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. It should be something that is both of you actually pursuing keenly. Well, if you want to marry somebody because you love the person and you've not considered, hey, what are his values? What does he really stand for? What is his ambitions? What are his goals, set goals for life, basically is what I'm talking about. So you should also put this into consideration. And to the next thing is sexual satisfaction. Yes. When I mean sexual satisfaction, I tend to talk about sex. Is it giving you good sex? Is it treating you well? No, these are things a lot of persons who are actually couples or want to turning couples should discuss. Discuss about how the sexual life should be like. Okay, discuss about the fears, possibility of, hey, you guys are gonna enjoying each other at a point. Yes, you might want to do one of stuff, so you might want you to be like this in the bedroom. And so persons actually, when it comes to sexual life and relationships, some persons actually do things out of assumption. He might like this. She might like this. I think she's okay with the sex. No, you should sit down and discuss, hey babe, hey boo, am I giving it to you well? Am I treating you well? Are you enjoying it? How do you want me to give it to you? In marriage, things are going to change. Childbearing is going to come. Stress is going to come. Work and issues. Now you're living together, living a planned life. It's going to really, a lot of things are really going to come in to distract this part. But this is what you basically have to discuss about. How you should go about this. And you should have specific time you should discuss about it. And two, you should be very frank or honest with your partner if he's not satisfying you well, or perhaps he's not doing something you really want him to do. Because if you love somebody, if you want your marriage to last, if you want something to be very productive when it comes to marriage, you should talk about this. So if a person or your intended partner is not sexually satisfied with you, it might be a class. And the person might just be laid back. And you might be, hey, I want to marry you. And the person will be like, I'm stripping that to that consideration. And to the next step is emotional needs. Yes, emotionally, you should know how to satisfy your partner too. Right? You'll be like, emotional needs, I think that's sex. Sex is just sex. When I mean my emotional needs, I need their mood swings. I need how they communicate emotionally. So a lady, I actually came across a lady that said, I've never told, before I got married to my husband, she's married now, I have never told him I want sex. I just give him body language. So this is a way the husband now actually understood this is how she communicates. So learn your partner's love language. Some ladies she's angry or she's happy, the way they communicate. Body languages, signs, words. So might just crawl up to you, the guy might just be angry, you know. There are these things, I met a couple one time and they were like, when we're outside, we don't talk too much, we just communicate. I was like, okay, how is that possible? And she was like, when I'm with my husband outside, in a crowded place, or we're just having a family hangout or something, we communicate with our ears, we communicate with our hands, we communicate with our nose, with our mouth. Sometimes basically we might not even talk to each other. We might say a few words to each other, but we do not basically spill every word. So this is emotional communication. At times where she's moody, she's tired, you know, we women, some of us can be rude, some of us can just be dramatic. Yes, some will say, she's too dramatic. Yes, if she's dramatic, understand how she plays a drama and basically attend to her needs. Likewise, the females too. Read your man, read his body languages, read the way he does his things, and most men don't talk. Naturally, men don't talk too much. Yes, exactly. So this is emotional aspect of him that you should read and understand before saying I do. And that is what you should consider before saying I do. Now, the next thing you should consider is roles. Exactly. When I talk about roles, it's basically how things should be done around and the things your partner should handle in marriage and you should handle too. When it comes to roles, is know how to disseminate information between yourselves and also to delegate functions with your strength by being very fair. Hey babes, I'm not so good with laundry. Yeah, you might be the man of the house. Definitely you're going to talk about laundry, cooking. She might not really be, okay, I cook, but don't really have that much strength to cook all the time. The times we're going to eat out, sometimes I have to give you like a frozen food and that just defrost and warm for you, you eat. These are things, these are roles you should discuss. Okay, taking care of the children, doing the school run, a long-term goals, long-term ambitions, long-term whatever activities or roles, everything should be discussed. You know, the roles in every relationship in marriage, you know, so many persons, according to the persons who believe in traditional beliefs, they actually have this belief system that the female should do more. Yes, house chores and everything. But there's still some cool guys who actually assist their wives at home, do one or two stuff. So these are basically everything you should discuss with your partner, roles according to their strength and according to what you can really do. If you don't just work yourself because you're trying to impress somebody, or don't make promises of, oh, I think I'm going to be able to do this, I'm going to be able to do that. Be frank. Babes, this is what I can do, this is what I can do. Because a lot of persons need to discuss about this before marriage and it tends to create issues when they get married. So we want to avoid that. To have a beautiful marriage, discuss the roles. And to this other one is future goals. Exactly. Some persons like, they don't really discuss the future goals with their partner. Future goals intend children, marriage, family, everything. Are you on the same page with your intending partner? Yes, you're intending, I will use the word intending couples or intending partner to be married to. Are you on the same page when it comes to number of children? Or is still dicey? We want 3, we want 4. I think he wants 4. I give him 3, we'll be settled. No, it doesn't work that way. Financial status, how is it like? Do you guys really talk about this? Like, how's the spending going to be like? Is it going to be a joint family, joint account? They're going to have an individual account? Do you have the same goals when it comes to the idealism of marriage? Some persons just want to be, I'm married, I'm now free. Some persons see it as a prison. Everything should be discussed. How the spending should be like, how your life should be like. Everything, children, childbirth, the goals of the family, accommodation, luxury life. There's going to be a time when we need like 4 cars and basically we make use of 2. There's going to be times we need like, maybe we're going to move to a bigger house. These are long-term goals. Don't just assume, yeah, he knows that when we're expanding in size, we should get a bigger house or a bigger apartment. No, these are everything you need to discuss. The future goals, 5 years, 10 years long term, how the wedding should be like. Okay, when a wedding is like 5 years anniversary, I think we should be at this stage. I think we'll be at this stage. Yes, definitely there's things getting actually work around. Definitely everything going to work as planned. Yes, maybe childbearing might be delayed or 1 or 2 things. So it doesn't stop every other aspect of your life. It doesn't put a halt on every other aspect of your life, any other goal that you really want to achieve. So these are things you should also discuss with your partner, the future goals. Do not be scared. A lot of persons just shy away from it. Guy, we've already settled the number of kids we want to have, so I think we should just, we are cool. No. Like, man, at a point, he's gonna change, you're gonna change. Time will tell. So you should discuss about everything. Like the time I want to relocate, I think after having 3 kids, I would want to actually relocate out of my current residence to somewhere else. And he might just be like, I think I like this environment, I'm cool with it. So every little thing should be discussed before marriage. And to this other thing you should consider is the Debreaker. Yes, when you say Debreaker, you'll be like, okay, Paul, what are you up to? When I talk about Debreaker, I mean principles, rules. Yes, you're married does not basically mean you have to throw away your personality because you're married. It's actually, marriage is actually a chapter in the whole book, but some persons just see it as a means to an end. And marriage is the best achievement. Don't get me wrong, marriage is beautiful. Marriage is anything everybody would want to do if you really believe in marriage. Some persons do not believe in marriage, so it's not an ideology you have to force on anybody. And that brings me to the Debreaker again. What the Debreaker is, you should know your limit. Your partner can be somebody who doesn't like you shouting. to express yourself. Basically, the partner might just be somebody you know when he's angry, he needs space. Because you're his wife does not mean you should chop him. Because you are a husband does not mean you should control her all the time. I'm not talking about submission, but there are times you should give each other the freedom and limitation and respect. That's the Debreaker basically just talks about respect of your boundaries. Okay, my husband is this type of person. Okay, my wife is this type of person. Yeah, she's my wife, but at this point I should respect her. I can't use these words on her. Hey, he's my husband. I can't treat him like this. So this is the things you should discuss at the Debreaker. Like, the deal is respect each other, respect your boundaries, respect your principles, and do not break that. And to the last thing you should consider is separation. I know you'd be like, Pearl, I want to get married forever. Forever to go, 100 years to go, 200 years to go. I wish you all the best. But talk about it. What specifically will I do to want to make you divorce me? That question should be thrown. What will happen if I fall out of love? People fall out of love. What will happen? I don't want to do this anymore. Those are questions you should put out to your partner before getting married. Are going to be external causes or internal? Or is there something I'm really going to do that you wouldn't forgive me and you'll be like, let's just split this. I don't want to do it. So separation is not something you should be scared of. Yes, most persons who are divorced in marriage never plan for it. So definitely you should know how to act, what to do, and to prevent that. And what are possible causes? And would you guys be cool with it? There are times you might just be like, I thought I could handle this, but I don't think I can. And how is it going to be like? How's the relationship going to be like when it didn't work out? Kids involved? Because now the life is changing. Once you get married, is a new chapter, another phase, and you have to be prepared to every eventuality. So these are all the tips I've got to give to you as intending couples. You want to get married? I wish you all the best, but please discuss all of this points so you would have a beautiful marriage. Thank you for watching.